Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel today. Just wanted to do a video on my EB48 2.1 since I got to race it this Saturday. Had a great time. Did lose my pinion a little over halfway through the race, so I didn't get to finish. But we're going to talk about that and maybe do a top-down view and look at what I have done to remedy that. I also got to race my Flysky Noble NB4 Plus. This was the first time with this radio receiver. Brand new buggy, new everything, and even though I lost opinion, I'm still pretty happy of the results. And also, I was just running a 3S battery. This is an 8,000 milliamp Z battery. And the reason I was wanting to run 3S is previously when I run my 8-scale buggy, I ran 4S, and it was a little bit of a handful at our local track, at least for an inexperienced driver that I am. I mean, a lot of the other guys that run the pro class, they run 4S batteries and they run just fine. But kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit and talk about the NB4 Plus, what you can do to kind of set a throttle curve, which was really nice to be able to do on the fly with this radio. So we'll probably look at that as well. But yeah, and stay tuned at the end of the video. I'll put up what race video and footage that I did get. But let's do a top down and look at some of the things that I was talking about. Stay tuned. All right, looking at the top down, did want to share just running these VP turbo tracks, and I felt like they did all right. They were getting pretty good traction out there. And talking again about the 3S, you know, if you've got run a 4S battery and you can't put the power to the ground, you know, that's a problem. So sometimes, you know, going a little bit lighter with your power and putting the power to the ground is way more important than just putting in the fastest motor and battery that you got and hoping for the best. But take the body off here, and looking at this pinion, I wanted to talk about this. Get this moved around where you can see the set screw here. Essentially what happened was when I put this motor on, I knew that the motor shaft was a little bit short for this pinion. As you can see, I don't know if you can see down in there, but still the motor shaft is not sticking out far enough. And this Tekno spur gear in the center drive shaft is so far forward here. And I was unable to flip the pinion around maybe and use it with this side towards the inside, which would have been nice because it was rubbing the motor mount. So what I've done since, I have kind of taken this pinion lightly to the belt sander. I didn't want to get it too hot and, you know, change the hardness or the properties of that pinion, but kind of sanded it down more so it's thinner, so I can move that pinion further in on this motor shaft here. Wish this motor shaft was just a little bit longer, and you can't really flip the center diff around. I suppose you could, but then you'll be sticking way out here with your pinion. So we're going to try that. I did put Loctite on it, but I feel like I wasn't getting a full bite with my set screw on this motor shaft. So learn from my mistake. Make sure you got a good bite on your motor shaft with your set screw. I think mine was about halfway off. With sanding the back of this down and moving it as far in as I could without it rubbing the motor mount, I think I should be good for the next race. We're going to give it a shot. So just lessons learned, and wanted to share those with you. And the other thing I want to talk about was the radio here. And as you can see, love the Flysky Noble NB Plus. You can go to your throttle and dual rate here. And as I pull the trigger, I don't know if you guys can see, and I pull the trigger, it moves this little cursor here up and down your throttle curve. And setting a throttle curve is great because this kind of, you can take off kind of slow. You're just not accelerating super fast right off the get-go, which is an awesome thing to be able to adjust. These two are for the reverse and these two are for forward. So if I go here and I type the minus sign, you can see that throttle curve change quite a bit. I think I had it maybe 50 something. But I felt like that was a great throttle curve. And to be able to do this on the fly is absolutely amazing. And same thing in reverse. you kind of want it to start slow. I mean, most tracks don't even, you can't even use reverse. So it's not really, reverse isn't that big of a deal, but your throttle forward is a big deal, and I found that super helpful. This one over here actually changes the endpoint, so we can mess with that a little bit. I'm sorry, that messes with this. Let's try that one. Yeah, that's what changes this over here. And you can just kind of play with those, but I kind of left it right there at the peak of that corner. But I feel like what I was doing felt pretty good out there with this throttle curve, but being able to set that on the fly is absolutely amazing. So really loving the radio so far, and being able to do that right from your radio and not have to get into your ESC and try to adjust all that stuff, and being able to adjust it on the fly. But as you can see, I didn't get beat up too bad for the first run. I was pretty happy with that. You usually have some skin up shock towers and maybe shock caps after the first race, but pretty happy with the results. I did not show up for qualifying, so that's why I started in the back. I had some previous engagements, but was able to make it in time for the mains and got signed up and started from the back and did the best I could. So please stay tuned for the race footage, and please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.
Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean. And looks like Paul is going to get away clean. Then Petty, then Buggy. That's your top three. Hey, watch it. Hey, you got it. that double is bringing a lot of people. Marshall's got your call. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes. Yeah, they're going to go now. Watch it straight. Let's go back to Let's just turn one, clear. Watch the middle, clear. 210 to go. That's fine. Yeah, put it back down. There you go. Thank you. He's dropping off flies. 145. Tyler still in that lead. 3 seconds. Taylor moving in that position. Red is in third. Jake in left fifth position. They're getting all kinds of wrong. Triple. Center. You're never getting it wrong. Center. That's the center. Get out there. There you go. Oh my gosh, it's carnage over there. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. Keep it clean. Tyler still in the lead. Third and third. Jake moving into that fourth position. 31 seconds to go. Race is over.